and welcome back. I'm Anita Green once again, and thank you so much for registering for the 3 critical questions you can ask yourself to see how you're showing up and if your presence is the way you'd like it to be. So, how are you showing up personally and professionally? You can ask yourself these questions, and it's going to help you have more awareness of how you're showing up and help you make the adjustments that you might want to make so that you can improve the way you're showing up. So let's get started. First of all, ask yourself, how is your mental and emotional energy? This is critical. This is how you're showing up. It has everything to do with your presence. Are you confident in what you're about to say? Do you believe that your intentions are honorable? Are you able to convey how your relationship benefits them? We're always selling. We're selling ourselves, or we're selling a product or a service, but every time we open our mouth, we're selling something. And your ability to show someone else the benefit of your relationship with them to them, as opposed to the features of a system you're selling or the features. People aren't interested in the features. They're interested in how whatever you have to say benefits them. So are you able to really convey that and how the relationship's going to benefit them? Are you comfortable in your own skin? This is so very important. I see so many people overdoing it and trying too hard. You can sense that immediately with people if they are trying too hard and they're not being authentically who they are. So, does this make sense? Checking and seeing how your mental and emotional energy are showing up, because they do before you even open your mouth, for real. Second, how is your physical look? This is so very important. I wish it wasn't important. I wish we were not judged by the way we look or the way we show up, but we are, unfortunately. So how's your physical look? Now that incorporates your facial expression. Is it pleasant and is it authentic? I see smiles all day, every day. I've done entire studies on smiles. There's something called the Deutschen smile, which is the most authentic of all smiles. And that's where when you're smiling, your eyes actually light up and you have like crinkles around your eyes, which is a beautiful thing. Smiles are actually very contagious. So it's really important that you're not trying too hard. I can spot a fake smile a mile away. And it's so important that your smile, practice in the mirror, see how you're showing up and see if it is authentically who you are. Quick side note here, my husband believes that we've been married a little over 52 years. He believes that he smiles authentically all the time. Well, he has what they call a RBF, resting bad face, you might say. And he never looks like he's smiling. He goes, I am smiling. He's not. So do some mirror work and see how you're showing up and if your smile is authentically who you are. Check your eye contact. We talk about eye contact, and it's so very important, but not overdoing it to the point that you're staring someone down. I know the first time I went to Switzerland when my older son was living there, and he told me how important it is that when you do a toast with a glass of wine that you look into the other person's eyes. I definitely look like I'm trying too hard when I do that because I'm trying not to clink the glass too hard, and I'm doing a bit of that. So don't do what I do when I'm toasting in Switzerland. But it's very important to make sure that your eye intensity of the eye contact is not too strong. And this is really important. Is your body language open and welcoming? You know that people can read your body language without ever having studied it. They just inherently know that if you're closed off or you're open and relaxed. And it's so very important. And it's very welcoming when you are. It's like saying I'm open for business or I'm closed for business. So think about it in those terms. And then are you wearing the best style and the best coloring for your body type, for your hair, eye, and skin coloring? And are you dressing for your lifestyle, your profession, and your personality? All those things are critical to take into to consideration so that you are showing up authentically as yourself. Hope that makes sense. So, how's your physical look? And third, but not last, is are you present and engaged? I know that people are aware now, everyone's on their cell phone or looking at something else, or you go to a party and you're talking to someone, and you're like, I wonder if there's someone more important here. It is a lost art of being present with people. So when you are, people don't even know that they notice it. They just notice that there's something special about you, that you're 100% focused on them. So very important. So are you listening intently? I'm not a fan of people saying, well, what I heard you say and all of that, it seems so canned, so staid. So I'm not a fan of that, but listening intensely and being impeccable with your words when you do respond, and make sure that you're responding appropriately and you're not reacting. So often people are thinking about what they're going to say next that they miss what someone else says. I've experienced this so many times myself, where I will say, it's a beautiful blue sky outside. And someone will act like they're listening to me. And 2 seconds later, they'll go, did you notice it's a beautiful blue sky out there? That's really annoying. And it's very telling that they weren't listening to you. They were thinking about how they were going to respond or react. Responding is better. Reactions really cut us down and stop a lot of the communication in its tracks. And then, are you focused on how you make others feel? You don't hear a lot of that, but it's actually so important, because how you make them feel. You've heard that people want to do business with who they know, like, and trust. It's how you make them feel that builds that likability and that trust. Everyone on the planet has 4 initials on their forehead. I wear bangs so you can't see mine, but it's MMFI, which is make me feel important. Think about that. It is absolutely critical. All of these things are very critical. I'm going to go back and just go over one more second. Your mental and emotional energy, which incorporates all the things I just talked about. If you want to take a screenshot, you can do that as well. And then how your physical look, how are you showing up? Take a screenshot of that. And then, are you present and engaged? These things are just key to everything. So I hope that was helpful to you. Now, we can Google anything and figure anything out these days for ourselves. So you could probably effectively do all of the things I just talked about on your own. But most of the time, you need a professional. You need somebody that can help you, someone that can see you. If you're in the frame, you can't see the picture. It's why I have a couple of coaches myself, because I can't see myself. I can teach this all day long and help other people, but I need other people to help me to make sure I'm on target with everything that I do, so that I show up the way I'm supposed to show up and the way I want to choose to show up. So you could do this the hard, slow way on your own. Though I, of course, have a motive here, I highly recommend that you hire a professional. That would be me. And I have done this for over 40 years, where I have helped people show up as their best self so that they have the opportunity to reach their full potential. And I'm doing something right now for the first 15 of you that actually click the link below and sign up. I've never done this before, where I'm doing 1 hour personal professional assessment of your presence, one at a time, and very personalized for you. It'll be tough because I'm going to cover all those things that I just covered, a whole lot of stuff with you in 1 hour. And it's at the cost of $275. And my hourly rate, which I don't do much hourly, I do 3-month and 6-month programs normally. But if you did filter it down. My hourly rate would be 400. So this is a really great opportunity that I want to offer to some people who are really serious about working on their presence and understanding, because as I said before you went into this, 95% of people think that they and believe that they show up and connect effectively, and only 12% actually do. So if you want to be in that 12% or help us move it up to 13, 14%, if I work really hard, then reach out, click the link below and register to have one of our calls. And you will be so glad. It will be life-changing. It'll be really, really important to you and help you show up as your very best, most authentic self. Thank you so much. Hope to see you soon. Bye.